What up? It's Jimmy from Odds.com. This is a clip from our big NBA show. If you want to check out the entire show, hit the link at the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on Odds.com. And let's go. We're going to get into a few games that I really want to attack here. And we start with Heat Raptors.
I knew it was going to be the Raptors.
I really do. But it's more for me wanting to fade Miami than thinking that the Raptors have gotten right. I mean, Now, Raptors had a couple losses where Siakam missed last-second shots.
Right.
We watched what's happened right with the Raptors, and if Chris Boucher and Norm Powell come off the bench and play like monsters, the team is going to win. But I'm not sitting here thinking this Raptors starting five, I mean, they might not even be good enough to get us in the playoffs. I mean, Lowry's having these monster games, and we're struggling. So I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid yet. But I do think that this Miami Heat team is vulnerable because I don't see defense being played with buckets off the court. So we have the Raptors as 3.5-point favorites. We don't have a total yet. No total. And FanDuel's moved theirs already to 4. Let me see if Bet365 has done the same. They haven't. So they're still at 3.5. I think that's a fine number. Heat 5-7, 1-4 on the road. Raptors 5-8, 4-2 at home. It's Amalie Arena in Tampa, Florida. Heat pace last 5 games is quick for the league comparison to the league. 4th at 103.05 possessions a game. Raptors 18th at 99.2 possessions a game. Heat are coming off snapping their 3-game losing streak in a 113-107 win at home versus Detroit. Butler and Hero missed the win. Bam went for 28 and 11. Duncan Robinson hit 6 threes. Butler's been out for the last 4 games, and he will not be available due to COVID protocols. Tyler Hero's missed the last 2 games with a neck injury. He is day-to-day and is listed as questionable to return. Myers Leonard out with a shoulder injury. And Goran Dragic is listed as probable with a foot injury. He scored 22 points in that win over the Pistons. Raps have won 3 straight, all at their new Tampa home. They beat Charlotte twice and then beat a severely shorthanded Maverick squad. Not sitting here thinking – they're not beating heavyweights. Lowry goes 23, 9 boards, 7 assists. Siakam went for 19, but shot just 7 for 19 from the field. And Boucher, man, if he could get some weight on those bones, I mean, he's going to be we love him. We are absolutely in love with him north of the border. 21 points, 10 boards off the bench. He was a plus 19. And Norm Powell, 4 years in college, he comes to us as a seasoned pro when we draft him, and he acts like it off the court, on the court. It doesn't matter if we play him 7 minutes or we play him 30 minutes. He's ready to go. He says the right things. Another player that we're in love with. 17 points off the bench. So this is it for the Raptors. So, yes, they won 3 straight, but this is a healthy group with no COVID issues that should be taking advantage and beating these lesser teams. They have to be, and I expect them to do it. I can't trust this Raptor squad to do, to first half and full game or first quarter, first half and full game or anything like that. But I trust them enough to go full game, and I probably trust them enough to bet more than a unit on them full game in this situation. All right, let's go with Wham Bam here, Heat Raptors.
Man, I feel exactly how you feel, bro. The last 3 games, they winning. That usually puts a veteran team in stride in this type of environment. Like you're saying, man, this is COVID. They're actually having a gist of this lineup. They figured it out. Take Aaron Baines in the lineup to start off, only give him 11 minutes, and pull Boucher in as soon as possible and have him out there continue to lead the league and lead the team in blocks and slightly under in rebounds by 7. I believe he's at 7 rebounds, 7.8 for someone else. I believe Siakam is at 7.8. But looking at this lineup and this actual lineup for Nick Nurse squad, it looks like it's really good. Boucher, like you said, he's doing really well. Last 7 games, he scored 20 or plus in the last 7 games in their season so far. And he's only doing it in 23 minutes, averaging 23 minutes. So if he gets a little bit more of an uptick, but they could still keep everything as it is and just have him read 6th man of the year, because it seems like that's the only reason why he's coming off the bench right now. But I would definitely take the Raptors here. I'm actually going to take the Raptors here. I like them all the way. You look, like you said, man, the Heat, they continue to change up their lineup. This is a team that knows who they're playing, who they're having in the lineup, who they're having in the rotation in the Toronto Raptors. I like that advantage. Not alone them throwing Gordon Dragic out there. He's having he's always injured. Let's not just say it is he's injured right now, but he's always injured.
Right.
So the fact that he's playing right now is because they're really shorthanded. They need guys out there unless this is going to get postponed. So he has to play. Those other guys are not playing as well, and they got Gabe Vincent, if I'm not mistaken. Gabe Vincent shooting 12 field goal attempts. Also, I mean, in the last, I believe, last 4 games for him, 7 of those are 3-point attempts. He's only shooting 36% from the field. So they got these guys throwing them out there. They need players. This is a team that's pretty much has championship aspirations, I believe, in the Raptors. They may not get there, but they still could beat up this team right here, like you said, Jim. So definitely give me the Toronto on the spread. And I kind of agree with you, man. Maybe this could be a ladder spot, but I'm not going to give it out publicly. I might be betting this silently, though. You know what I mean?
But it's official here.
It's official, bro.
Raptors -3.5, -110 at Bet365. It's -4 at -110 at FanDuel. Dutch, let's go. Heat Raptors.
Okay, so I do believe this is a Toronto spot, and I think every time all three of us have been on one play, we haven't hit it. So you guys can win. I'll just leave it alone, you know. But Miami is 1-4 ATS on the road. I know they are just not traveling too far, but they are, you know, traveling a little bit. And they're 1-4-1 ATS in their last 6 overall. So Miami hasn't really been playing that good of basketball, like you mentioned. Toronto's coming around. So I would lean Toronto on this as well, but I'm going to look at Fred VanVleet. Now, Fred VanVleet had 30 in his last meeting against Miami, and he's averaging 19 on the season, but he's actually coming off a terrible game. He had 6 points, 2 of 10 from the field versus the Mavericks. I expect him to have a very, a very good game, a lot better than that, of course, more closer to his average. And also on that now, the Heat have given up 31 points to Shake Milton in the last 3 games, 31 to Shake Milton, 23 to Derrick Rose. And then again, they gave up 21 to Derrick Rose. And you already mentioned, Jimmy, bash the Tar Heel, Wayne Ellington, but he also had 24 in the same game. So I expect VanVleet to get off against that backcourt, that Miami's, whoever they're going to have back there ain't playing no defense. So I really look for VanVleet to get anywhere between 23 to 24, 25 points easy. Well over his average, So, and like I mentioned, he had 30 last time against him. So I know there's not a number out, but as soon as that comes out, we'll get that on the board, Jim.
I like it. I've got it written down. VanVleet points. Wham and I on the Raptors -3.5.